Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another movie review. So you can probably tell by the title what movie this is, but for anybody who didn't, this is Warfare. Came out this year, I think I want to say a couple weeks ago, maybe several weeks ago, about a month or so. Starring people like Will Poulter, Joseph Quinn, two really big names in Hollywood right now. Especially in terms of like just Marvel movies and then just some big movies in the past, and shows like Joseph Quinn being in Fantastic Four that's coming up. He's also been in Stranger Things. He's been in a lot recently, and so is Will Poulter. I think I really knew him from like when he was younger, from like We're the Millers, stuff like that, and then he went into Maze Runner, and then most recently, besides this movie, I think I saw him for Adam Warlock in Marvel. But this is about Warfare. So first off, my rating out of 10, I'm giving this a 9 out of 10 in terms of just overall just movies in general. How do I start this? Like, where do I start? Warfare grabs your attention from the start. With a really just obscure opening scene, with a bunch of dudes in the military just hyping each other up, watching a old, what appears to be late 80s, maybe 90s type film, where it's like a yoga dancer in some very risque clothing, and then they're just like obviously just joking around, having fun, and then for the good, I want to say 20-30 first part of the movie, 20-30 minutes or so, nothing really crazy happens. It's just kind of them showing us kind of what they're doing, where they're at, what's going on. And then they decide that they need to, switch out everybody. They got to kind of rotate everybody just so people don't get too, still and in one spot. And all of a sudden, something happens. Obviously, I don't want to give any sort of, super spoilers. Something happens and everything goes completely sideways. They try to evacuate. Something else happens. It's onward until the very end. And Joseph Quinn does an amazing job of showing the cruelty and brutality of war and, Army veterans and what they have gone through, considering this is a movie about somebody's, memories, and allowing some of those guys that were actually part of this IRL to be there, to have input and to bond with these actors, to really help them get into character for this. And as soon as that kind of 30-minute mark passes, the rest of the movie, me and my friend were just sitting there, we're on the edge of our seats, just like begging for the movie to have some sort of good ending coming up or something good happen, and it never lets you go. It's just got you by the collar, and it is begging you to watch more. And it's absolutely stunning, and just, you're locked in. Like, after the first 30 minutes, like I say, I'm just kind of looking around. I'm just like, okay, this is cool so far. Like, I like seeing that, like seeing this, whatever. And then after that, I completely forgot that I was in a movie theater. It really grabs your attention so much that you feel like you are in the movie with them. It does a really good job of making you feel like the guy that's in trouble or is hurt is right there next to you. And like I said, fantastic job by Joseph Quinn here. Just sitting there. And then also all the noise, the explosions, the ringing in your ears, everything that is going on feels like you are right there with them, like you are in the battlegrounds. So being able to have actors that are able to portray that, and a good casting crew, and just good crew in general that can make you feel like you are right there with everything else that is going on, was top notch. So big shout outs to Warfare. There are movies that I've seen that are based around war or battles or whatever it may go, or just military movies that they're cool. Like some that come to mind are Saving Private Ryan. What's that one called? Survivor, I think, with Mark Wahlberg. And then something like uh, American Sniper, movies like that where they're able to capture you, but they don't go past the limit like this movie does. Warfare goes completely above and beyond, and I give huge shout outs to them. So this movie easily surpassed my expectations. I went in there thinking like, is this the movie we should have went and saw today? I mean, there's other things out like Accounted to, Amateur, that I was like, okay, I kind of want to see those as well. But no, like this one, I'm glad I watched this. And if anybody has not watched it, I really highly suggest going to watch. But this also is a movie not for the weak-stomached. If you are somebody that can't handle gore or can't handle trauma, stuff like that, or has any sort of PTSD, just fair warning before, if you are watching this, that this movie does get dark pretty fast. And it's a different dark from like what my previous reaction with Thunderbolts. This is traumatic dark in terms of, what I mean? Like, this isn't just a mental darkness with it. It is a mental darkness, but also it's just like there's a physical darkness to this as well. And a realism. So with that being said, I'm going to end it there. Warfare, 9 out of 10. One of the best movies I've ever seen. And yeah, if you guys like this, make sure you hit the thumbs up. Comment down below you guys' thoughts. If you guys have watched Warfare, comment any other movies I need to go check out or need to watch. And as always, I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.